Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
All right, so we have this crash that happened. 33 people injured after a bus crashes into a FedEx office building near Baltimore, Maryland.
I know. What do we think about that? That's really concerning for sure. 33 people hurt.
You know, there's a lot of weird things going on. Weird things going on. And in fact, this is Maryland, right? July 8th, Maryland Transit, MTA, bus crashed into the FedEx building, multiple vehicles, Pikesville, Maryland, resulting in 33 injuries. Mass casualty incident declared. Very interesting. There's been actually a bunch of different crashes recently. I was looking at this, and it's like as soon as I open up one little can of worms, it turns into another and another and another. You can see June 3rd, West Baltimore collision. MTA bus collided with a work van, injuring 12 people. So that's another, big event there. March 19th this year as well, Midtown Belvedere crash. MTA bus hit a car, injured 8 people. April 26th, a Flixbus rolled on its side in the BW Parkway, injuring 40 people. Davidsonville school bus crash. Another one sent 11 students and a driver to the hospital. And also in 2026, the Bowie school bus crash, driver hospitalized, children unharmed. You know, this is a mess. There was multiple vehicles involved in this. Hard to understand exactly what was going on. We don't have clarity yet, but over 30 people, 33 to be precise, needing some help. This is very, very weird. There's a lot of weird things going on. And there's a lot of influencers, YouTubers and TikTokers, etc., that have left the world recently. It really just gets you wondering what's going on in the bigger scheme of things. TikTok and Instagram influencer Isaiah J. Toledo died at 22 years old. There's another master number. After her BMW lost control on Route 55. There's another master number. This was in New Jersey, July 5th. Toledo lost directional control of the vehicle, ran off the road, overturned, struck a tree, pronounced dead at the scene, alongside her passenger, Henrietta Carter, also 22. A third passenger survived with minor injuries. She had over 300,000 combined followers across TikTok and Instagram for lifestyle content, hookah videos, and hosting. Very weird. Another one, you have Florida influencer Dream Doll Bree, 21, killed in a Lamborghini drive-by. You don't see that every day, a Lamborghini drive-by during a 4th of July party. We have the top U.S. Navy commander, or a top U.S. Navy commander, killed in the Arabian Sea. This is Gabe Edwards was killed after his helicopter mysteriously crashed into the sea. This happened on July 1st. The U.S. has hid all details of this. And then helicopter gets me thinking Oliver Tree, because, more and more videos are coming out with him talking about Antarctica, talking about the Illuminati, talking about strange rituals. And him and another big YouTube influencer were both killed in that helicopter crash. There's been so many crashes. By the way, pilot of a Bell 206 helicopter that crashed into the Hudson River, killing a family from Spain, had been identified as 36-year-old Navy SEAL veteran Sean Johnson, according to Gothamist. So that's another helicopter one. This was a helicopter crash, which this post makes it sound like it just happened, but the reality was this was in 2025. I remembered this, remember reporting about this, and it was Augustin Escobar, president and CEO of Siemens in Spain, along with his wife and 3 kids. They were the victims of a helicopter that plunged into the Hudson River. The interesting thing with this is there's connections again here between Spain and a certain country in the Middle East, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on. This was April 10th, 2025, but it was reported as if it just happened, which is kind of weird too. American GPS jamming may have caused this Pakistani plane to crash yesterday, killing everybody on board. Planes just don't usually drop right out of the sky. Boeing cargo plane, it lost contact with air traffic and went down. You gotta wonder what's really happening here. There's just a lot of things going on that seem strange. We've reported on so many airplane incidences, but there's more than just that going on. And then there's some that end up involving people of note, not necessarily celebrities, but sometimes CEOs, COOs, people in very high positions, people in positions where, they're exposed to certain information that maybe the general public would be curious to have.
Mm-hmm. Be safe out there.
Yes, absolutely. Like, share, subscribe, and hype. And we look forward to your comments. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.